Hello. Last week you studied postmodern and postcolonial historiography. Welcome to week 10. My name is Dr. James Deitch, and I'm here to talk to you about Holocaust denial today. First, a moment about myself. I attended Norwich from 2017 to 2018, earning a master's degree in military history. After that, I went on to earn a professional certificate in early American history and a doctoral degree in intellectual history. I'm excited to be back here at the program to share with you some of the information that you'll need to be successful here in our program. This week's topic, Holocaust denial, provides one of the most traumatic and critical studies of historical accuracy, truth, memory, and objectivity. This case study allows you to see how and why history really does matter. Without judicious and precise analysis of primary sources, it's hard to disprove those people who deny the Holocaust. This week's readings, videos, and films center on the court case of Irving versus Penguin and Lipstadt in the late 1990s. Penguin being the publishing house, Lipstadt being another historian. A professor of history at Emory University, Dr. Deborah Lipstadt, wrote a book titled Denying the Holocaust, The Growing Assault on Truth and Memory. That book was published in 1994, and in it, Lipstadt accuses British historian David Irving of lying about evidence for the Holocaust and denying the Holocaust itself. Irving was a historian who tried to undermine the veracity and challenge the evidence for the Holocaust. In the United States, the plaintiff, David Irving, would have to prove that the defendant, in this case Lipstadt and Penguin Books, made libelous statements about himself. However, the British system requires the opposite approach, so the defendant needs to prove that the words about the plaintiff are true and factual. Libel does not occur if words are true and factual. So defense attorneys for Deborah Lipstadt and Penguin Books needed to prove that Lipstadt's book was correct and legitimate in accusing David Irving of lying about evidence for the Holocaust. You'll want to watch the film Denial this week, and this film is a reasonable facsimile, albeit very much abbreviated, of how the court case developed in the research, testimony, deliberation, and finally the judgment stages. You want to take notes and list timestamps for key parts of the film. The other two videos in the series give perspective about the course case from Deborah Lipstadt and Richard Evans, who was part of her research team during the court case. The rest of the readings this week give more background about Deborah Lipstadt's story. This week's readings also deal with issues of objectivity, relativism, memory, truth, and accuracy in historical interpretations. As you watch the film and videos, I want to encourage you, as you do the readings for this week, please consider which historiographical schools that we have studied in this course are best equipped to counter Holocaust deniers. Conversely, which historiographical schools are least capable of countering Holocaust denials. Obviously, Holocaust denial is an extraordinary example of the necessity for truth and accuracy in historical research, writing, and analysis. However, all historians need to learn to grapple with how and why they interpret the past the ways that they do. This Holocaust denial case study, along with the film Denial, are good examples of this quest. Thank you, and I wish you luck as you proceed through the course.